This is Mood, Menopause, and Mojo. Two docs, real talk, sparks included, because the rest of your life deserves fireworks too.
Is scheduling sex helpful, awkward, or both?
Well,
What do you think?
I like this question. And this may just be the stage of life that I'm in, but I tend to live and die by my calendar. There is so much going on between kids, aging parents, partners, and work that like I can't keep track of it all without a very detailed calendar. And so a lot of the patients that I work with are also high achieving in a lot of high pressure areas in their
Mm.
life, and there's just no way to ensure something will definitely happen without putting it on the calendar in a
Really?
spot. Whether or not you actually schedule it, like for 7:45 on Thursday evening, that that's something different. But knowing if it is a priority for you and you want to have it, you want to be sure that it's going to happen. I think scheduling
Mhm.
it, even loosely, is a great thing.
Mhm.
Also, sharing with your partner that this is kind of what you're thinking is
Mhm.
helpful because then you're on the same page with people. You have that expectation, and hopefully that gives a chance for that desire to kick in because you know something
Mm.
hopefully
Mhm.
fun is coming.
Mhm. Well said. Really good practical advice. And I talk to patients about this all the time, and I find that some people hate the idea of scheduling sex. They think,
Sure.
why should we have to schedule? It
That's
should
the
be, again, this
worst.
spontaneous thing. And then I say to them, well, when you were dating or first going out and you were going to go out, for dinner or something, you'd shave, you'd put perfume on, nice underwear on. Why? Because you thought, hey, hopefully we're
Yep.
going to have sex tonight. So you were kind of already planning it already.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but also like you're saying, in these busy, busy days, it can often get shoved to be to the last thing of the night, like the last thing on the list, last thing of the night. And by then we're so exhausted and we're really not going to be in the mood. And then we're kind of setting ourselves up for this negative feedback loop. Like I'm tired, I'm not really wanting it, and then I'm kind of dreading it, and then it doesn't feel good. Versus going, well, what kind of again conditions can I create where I'd be most open to it? And so if we can think about it, be intentional about it, and think, yeah, maybe on Saturday, I know it's the weekend, I might have some more free time. Again, letting the partner know a little bit, it's kind of on my mind. We can kind of prime ourselves to get excited for it and think about what do I want to create? Instead of like, oh, what I'm going to do tonight because it's the last thing and we got to do it. More about like, what do I want to create? What do I want to step into? What would help me also get turned on? What do I want to do to get some sexy vibes going? And so I think scheduling in that way is a wonderful way to look forward to it and create a good, positive, fun, like you said, experience, not something we're kind of dreading or feeling is another burden.
No, I love that so much, and I don't think I've ever looked at it from the standpoint like you said, like, there are plenty of times when I was younger and, like, yeah, you're going out, you're hoping that that night will end a certain way, and
Yeah.
you really do prepare, and you do a lot of things, and I don't always put on the sexy underwear now when I know I'm doing dishes or I have a soccer game to
Yeah.
go to. So
Yeah.
I can see how planning ahead and thinking about it from that mindset could really have a big impact on making it just feel more exciting and fun.
And also, I'll often say to people, what about just creating, intimate hour? Like, okay, so maybe you do have like an hour or so, maybe just like intimate hour, whatever that could look like, and having a willingness just to engage and step into that arena and just see, maybe it's about tonight. Maybe I'm just in the mood for like a back rub. Okay. That's some intimacy, some closeness. But maybe during the back rub, you realize, okay, maybe you can do the whole body then because it's feeling kind of nice. And then next thing you know, sometimes you realize, hey, now that I'm having some physical connection, my body is waking up and maybe I want a little bit more. And so just giving that space, that time and space to see what could even happen, I think is wonderful. So no pressure about it has to be like intercourse. It's more just connection time and then seeing what arises from that.
I love that. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out in the messy middle with us. Wherever you are, we'll meet you there with sparks, stories, and support. Want to meet the docs behind the mojo? Stick around.
I'm Dr. Kristen Zeising, and I'm a clinical psychologist and certified sex therapist. I work with individuals and couples who want to feel more connected, alive, and empowered in their relationships and in their bodies, especially during times of perimenopause and menopause transition.
I'm Dr. B, Jessica Beachkofsky, a psychiatrist specialized in women's mental health. There's no one size fits all when it comes to hormones, mood, or libido. But when we stop pathologizing change and start getting curious about what's really going on biologically and emotionally, that's when healing begins. Your mind, your body, and your relationships all deserve attention, especially now. Thanks for watching. For more on psychiatry, sex therapy, and everything in between, visit us online because every woman deserves fireworks.